Right, welcome. You're probably watching this because you are a high ticket online coach who is struggling to scale past like 10K or 15K. And in this video, I'm going to exactly break down why and the three reasons behind it, alright? So let's just get straight into it. So the first reason that you're probably stuck under 10K per month is you have a weak system and offers, right? It is not possible to scale a weak offer profitably. That's what you can still scale a weak offer, but you won't be able to make profit out of it. You'll be in the red. So let's consider an example of a bucket, right? So this is a bucket, a leaky bucket, and you got water flowing in, but because it has holes, it just leaks out. So no matter how many drops of water or how much water you put into the bucket, it just continually leaks out. And when you make the bucket bigger, that is scale the bucket, you essentially just make the holes bigger. Still, it has the problem. It is still a weak offer, but with more problems. It doesn't matter if you run ads, post tons of content, or send loads of outreach. If your offer is weak, you cannot scale profitably, alright? Scaling accentuates the problems in your business, right? For example, if your onboarding system is not built, right? And then when you try to scale your business, you'll have a hard time onboarding clients. The same thing applies for your offer. And the second reason why you can't scale your coaching business is because you don't have a proper system for client acquisition, alright? Posting and praying doesn't work, alright? You need a predictable system to generate leads, nurture them, and then convert them, alright? Here are three simple systems you can use for three different lead generation methods. So the first one is organic content, right? And this you post content on Instagram, YouTube, a LinkedIn, a Facebook, something like that. And then you direct those viewers and interested leads into a VSL page, right? And this VSL page is just going to be a simple VSL page because they've already are familiar with you, so you don't need a fancy or like a well-built funnel. You just need a simple funnel with a VSL that actually works as a VSL that converts them to make them book a call, alright? And in the VSL you should also have some testimonies and social proof. And after that you could add in a calendar with the qualifying questions, alright, to qualify them before they book on a call. And if you do an outbound, alright, you send outreach messages and you get engaged prospects, right? You either send them a native VSL or send them to a VSL page. Why I say native VSL is because platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, they just want people to stay on their platform as long as possible. And also it makes easier for the prospect to view the video if it's just in the same platform. They don't want to click on a link and go to another website. I mean, they even feel like it's going to be a funnel, it's going to be a sales funnel. So that one helps. But the only problem with this native VSL is that you cannot send long form videos in that. I guess Instagram and LinkedIn only allows videos till 2 minutes or something. So you gotta be careful with that. Or you could send them to a simple VSL page, just like the above one, and a calendar with qualifying questions, and you book the appointment and close the deal. And when you're running paid ads, either it's Facebook ads, YouTube ads, you send them to an opt-in page where we'll collect the email, their name, and then they can access the video, which will be discussed as a training. All right. After they watch it, they can book a calendar appointment, and you can close. And if they didn't watch the video or didn't book the call, we have the email. We could send retargeting emails to make them watch the video and to book the call. And that is the reason we don't directly send people from ads to a VSL page, because people from ads, there is no way for us to contact them if they just leave the page, right? Unless we collect an email. It's just there's no way for us to find them out, right? Even they can't find us. Most probably they can't find us after they leave this page, because they're not like watching your content, they're not following you or something. It's just an ad that popped up on their feed. So having an opt-in to collect the email and the name is so useful in having a better conversion rate because it retargets those people who have left and who decided not to book a call. And finally, the third reason is you're acting like a freelancer, not a business owner, right? You're the person handling content scripting, editing, posting, outreach, inbound setting, service delivery, building funnels, taking sales calls, on all that other things, right? Then you're essentially working for your business, not the other way around. You might have probably heard that you should, your business should not, sorry, you should not work for your business, but your business should be working for you. And that is best illustrated by these diagrams. Excuse my drawings, they're not the best, but this is you, and you got all these tasks, all these processes above you. So essentially, it's a burden to you. But when you control these and you delegate these things to specific people, then you're like a puppeteer controlling the puppets with the strings in your hands. And when you do this, it's like the business is working for you. Like the business is making money for you, all right? And of course, you got to do the coaching calls, you may got to do the content, but things like funnel building, ads, and maybe even sales calls, you could just delegate to people who are better at this. And from doing this, you could have more time for your coaching calls and your content, also more time for yourself, all right? For your personal time, with your family, you want to travel somewhere. It's just so much better if you just systemize the things and assign processes to other individuals to delegate the stuff. And that's it for this video. Just 3 things: weak offer and systems, no systems for client acquisition, or you're acting like a freelancer, not a business owner. And by the way, if you're a high ticket online coach who's struggling to get clients or needs help getting clients, then there's a link down the description which you might find useful. Like, I don't mind if you click it or not, but it's just there. You might find it useful. So that's it. Like this video if you found it useful, and leave a comment of what you think or what are the questions you might have, and subscribe if you want. Have a great day.